Hey guys, I think I got this set up now. Let me just double check something. I saw Heather commented. Just want to make sure it's streaming. If you can hear me okay. Let me just double check something. Okay. I saw Heather commented. Perfect. So I know it's streaming now and there's a little bit of a delay, which is fine. And I'll just check back with the comments if you guys have anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and just know that this will be here as a recording if for some reason you can't attend and you wanna still learn about the business side of things. So I'm gonna get started by actually putting a roller on of my grateful blend, because I'm really grateful for everyone being here tonight. So I'm gonna roll it across my heart, my wrist, and the back of my neck. So that's how I am setting up for tonight. And then I have my cup of tea. So super pumped to share this information with you guys, which is what I will lead into sharing my screen. Okay. So hopefully this works. And so I'm so super pumped to be here and have you guys here. So we're gonna learn more about the doTERRA business opportunity. I just wanna, okay, perfect. I just wanted to verify on my phone. Okay, so we're all set up, we're good. If you have any questions, I'll check for them at the end. Otherwise, grab that mug of tea, put on diffuser blend or a roller blend like I just did, and we'll dive into more on the opportunity that doTERRA has to present us with. So it really is about how to build a soul-led biz. I just love using that phrase to describe this business because it's really what it is. So first of all, who am I? My name's Shar, and these are the various pictures of me. You can normally find me putting together a roller blend like I am in this picture, or posing for selfies with my oils, or teaching an oils class like this one here. Was an oils and yoga class that I did with my sister-in-law. And then here is me with a part of our global essential oil team at the doTERRA convention in Utah this past fall. So I am a silver leader with doTERRA. I am like a newbie silver leader. I just hit it last month, so super pumped about that. And it really, we'll talk more about ranks in a little bit, not get into too much detail about that, but how you can build out this business. And really, it's set up for you to go at whatever pace you want. That's the beauty of it, and that's kind of what we'll talk more about, and the whole reason why this soul-led business comes into play, because it's really what your soul and heart is guiding you to do. And I'm also the founder of Essential Glow, which is my oil community, and where I help educate and teach people about the ways to use essential oils and just really rock a natural and holistic lifestyle. So that's a bit about me, and I'm so super pumped to get into the information now. So let me just give you a little bit of background on me and how I got started. So it all kind of happened when my husband and I and my daughter moved down to Florida, which is about 2 years ago now. But before that, I have 2 university degrees. So my first one was in linguistics. I thought I wanted to be a speech therapist, but then I really realized how drawn and how connected I was to nutrition. So I actually got married, traveled, came back, and pursued my second university degree in applied human nutrition. So I finished that, and I had my daughter halfway through that degree, because that's what you should do, right? Throw in a child in the mix of a university degree. So I did that, and then my husband had this awesome opportunity to come and work down in Florida. So we moved, and it really was a huge shift for me, because we not only moved far from home, but I had just finished school, didn't really know what I wanted to do. I loved being at home with my daughter, but it just wasn't all that I wanted to do. So I was really looking for my true purpose, and the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And that's pretty much where I was at when we moved down. My husband would come home from work, and I would let him know that I really needed to do something for myself, but I just didn't know what. So I was feeling really stuck. And like I said, just didn't really know the next step. But I knew that I wanted more out of life. I wanted to do more. I wanted to feel more. I wanted to just experience more. And I honestly did feel very lost. It was not a dark time, but it was a really confusing time that I'm luckily, thankfully, that I got out of. So where I am now that I have found the oils and I actually use them to help others in their lives and help to get them started, I now feel empowered. I never had that sense before, but now I really, truly to my core feel it. And I am helping others now. And I've always wanted to be a helper, a teacher, whatever you want to frame it as. But I just knew that I had this longing to really help others. And I thought it was in nutrition, and it still is, because nutrition is a huge aspect of what I do. But using the oils to help others is just so effortless and such a natural way to me to help others experience the benefits of them, because there's so many ways you can use them. And so now I am creating a future by design. And that was another thing that I was stuck with. I didn't want to be living my life on someone else's agenda. I don't know if it has to do with me being a tourist, but I really just didn't like the idea of having to follow someone else's dream. I wanted to really figure out what mine was, and now I have that option. And living life on purpose, or living a life of purpose and on purpose, I think that's really key, like having your life the way you want it to be. So I want to focus on that for a second, of a life on purpose. So this little shot you see here with this heading, it's actually from my Getting Started document. So if you have started on your oil journey with me, you might have seen this in my Getting Started document that I send you to help you read through and get started with your oils. But I wanted to show you how living on purpose is more than just the business side of things, but actually using the products and being a product of the product. So really, it really is about up-leveling your health and feeling fantastic in your body, so then you can go out and serve others. So again, it's just really incorporating the lifestyle and living from a place of doing what you say you're doing. So here are some examples of the ways I use the oils. And again, if you haven't checked out this document and you want to, I can send you the link to it if you don't have it already. And here's a picture of me rocking my supplements, because that really is one of the true ways I have up-leveled my health with doTERRA and their products. These supplements are so amazing. So it's really helped create this life on purpose for sure. So now I'm just going to talk to you quickly about the difference that a drop of oil can make, because that really is all it takes to really impact lives and change lives. So one sample has led to me helping 40 plus people get started. And of those 40 people, it has led to over 130 others getting started in 5 different countries from around the world. So very, very impactful. And this is honestly the best part. There's still potential. There is potential, not still, there is always potential to reach many more lives that we can positively impact in years to come. So just know that naturally sharing the oils is a place where I started, and where a lot of people on my team start, and people in general with doTERRA, just using and then wanting to share. And then these are the people that, or these are the lives that we can impact just by sharing our love for these oils. So it really is so amazing what the difference of one single oil drop can make. So now I'm going to pose the question to you, who is this for? Is this for you? And I'm going to say yes, this is for anyone. So I'm holding, or I put this picture in here because I love this card that I pulled from this deck I have. It says, I speak with confidence because the world needs my light. And just know that that is true for you too. The world needs your light. So, and I love how the oils can make such an impact in all areas of anyone's life. So it can really be geared towards you. This business doesn't have to be one-dimensional. It can be what you want it to be. You can build it how you want to build it. You can take it at your own pace. So it's really designed to be what you want it to be, and that's why it is for anyone. So shining your light, there will be people that connect with you because of what you have to offer versus what I have to offer. So the world does need your light, and I do think that doTERRA is a beautiful vehicle to make this happen. And just to show you that anyone can do this, we have a collection of people on our team. It ranges from health and fitness coaches to run coaches to yoga teachers to law clerks to counselors to stay-at-home moms. So really there is no limit on who you are and what you can do with this business, which I love about that. So before we start and dive into more on why doTERRA, I just want you to ask yourself these 2 questions. So question number 1, if I did nothing different, would I be happy with where I am in 5 years' time? So really think about that. So what are you doing today? Can you see yourself doing that in 5 years' time? And is that setting you up to lead into retirement? Is it building you out this life of your dreams, or is it just what you're comfortable doing now, but you don't see yourself doing in 5 years? So that's question number one. And then for question number two, am I hauling buckets, or am I building a financial pipeline for myself? So here's a quick little idea of what the difference is. Hauling buckets would be trading your hours for dollars, having limits on advancements and earnings. You're always relying on someone else's vision. You need prerequisites and costly education to do this. And you're limited on your time freedom. So that would be hauling buckets. Or building a financial pipeline would be long-lasting residual income. There's no limits on advancement, only what you place on yourself. And believe me, your mind is a very powerful tool. So keeping in mind that there's no limits except for what you put on yourself. So a pipeline would be having your own vision. You're not working for someone else's vision. You have no prerequisites other than, I would say, is embracing a lifestyle that makes you want to help others. And you get to choose your schedule. So that would be the difference. And just muddle with those while we go through the information. And I just want to let you know that I actually asked my husband these two questions this morning because I wanted to gauge his opinion on the subject. So when I came to the second question, it really resonated with him because he knows he currently is hauling buckets. When he doesn't work, he doesn't get paid. And that didn't sit well with him. So now he is thinking about what he can do to build his financial pipeline, because he knows that's what I'm doing. It's what I'm setting in place. And I know it's what he wants to do because he wants to have more time with me and our daughter and be together as a family. So really, really just think about those questions as we go through the information. Okay, so now I'm gonna let you know why doTERRA. So for me especially, I chose doTERRA because of the following things I'm gonna talk to you about. So first and foremost, the numbers don't lie. It is the largest essential oil company in the world. I don't think that's a mistake. I think what they are doing has allowed them to become that, and they are just amazing with what they're doing. And they're also the largest network marketing company in North America too, which again speaks volumes. This is a pretty awesome number. They have 4 million users globally, but they're only in about 1% of homes. So they just hit the 4 million users in late of last year, and it was such a celebration because it really goes to show how many lives are being impacted positively by these oils, but how much space remains for us to go and help others. So one other big focus of theirs is on education and the science, and those are there are people that really are science-based and want to know the evidence and the research, and I love that about doTERRA. They provide it to us. They give us the education to use these oils and really help us integrate them into this natural lifestyle, and they provide us with the research and what they're doing to show us that these are the purest and most potent oils in the world. So I love that about them too. They have about a 70% retention rate, whereas the average or the industry average is only about 8 to 10%. So that number is a huge one. And then I love that they have the standard they set in place of their certified pure therapeutic grade, or CPTG essential oils, is very important in terms of providing you with the best. Okay, so they're the largest essential oil company in the world because they provide us with the best oils, the purest, and the best quality. And their product speaks for themselves. So even if they didn't speak for them, the products will. Once you use them, you will notice a difference. So they also have co-impact sourcing initiatives. So I'm not sure if you weren't on the Facebook event page for this prior, but I posted a video on one of the co-impact sourcing initiatives for sourcing of the vetiver oil in Haiti. And this is just a prime example of how they lead with their heart. So this company goes into these remote areas of the world where the plant is growing abundantly, help the communities thrive there. And that's through their model called co-impact sourcing. And it really just shows how driven they are to help others and improve living conditions. So that's a really big part of doTERRA for sure. Another is the growth rate. They hit the $1 billion mark after only 7 years, which is pretty impressive. It's same as Apple. So they're just to compare the natural health industry to the tech industry. They're very transparent and provide solutions. So they are very transparent about their information. They actually just launched a website recently called Source to You, where it provides you with the testing on the essential oils. So they are completely transparent. They want you to have that information out there, and they are providing you with solutions. Again, this is through education and just what they have available for you on their website, and it's pretty remarkable. They're a completely debt-free company. They have a beautiful compensation plan, which we'll kind of dive into a little bit more. And then the team culture. When I was investigating where I wanted to lead my life next, when I came upon doTERRA, I was really impressed with their team culture. You could just feel how loving and inspiring it was, and that's a huge part for, you know, doing it as a business for sure. So now the opportunity, because the numbers speak for themselves, right? So 66% of the US has never even used essential oils. So it leaves a big margin to tap into. And then half of those 66% want to try essential oils. So that means over 100 million people in the US alone that you could potentially be offering solutions to and opportunities as well. And this is my take on a corny little Hunger Games quote, that the odds are ever in our favor, because they really are. There is so much potential to get out there and help people. And really, when I talk about doTERRA as a business, it's not about the money for me. It really is about helping people and knowing that these numbers allow us to do that. There are so many people that are looking for this solution, and now we can be the providers of it. So now we'll talk about why network marketing works, and it isn't icky. So if you are new to network marketing and you don't really know much about it, you might have heard some of what other people have said, and they might be negative things, but I'm here to tell you that doTERRA as a network marketing company actually is very, very feasible, and it works. So we're gonna talk about the 3 Ps. So product is the essential oils and the oil-based products is they work and they are consumable. People come back and keep using them because they are quality and they know that they can get the effects that they're looking for. So that's the first P. The second one is the people. So through network marketing, it's not ad-based. So we have to be, like I said, a product of the product, and that's why doTERRA is very handy, because they have products. We're not selling a dream, we're actually selling actual products that work, right? So being that person that provides people with products and coming from that place of being heart-led is very important, because people will see through that. So being very open and willing to help people is important. And it, honestly, in this line of work, I can't even call it work. I just share from the heart, and it doesn't even feel like work, but it really is about who you connect with and vibe with. And then the pay. So doTERRA really has one of the best compensation plans I've ever seen, and we will chat a little bit more about that. So now let's just take a look at doTERRA's revenue growth period. So as you can see, in 2008 to 2010, they were making 34 million. So 34 million in oil sold. So this lemon essential oil, a very popular one, and it's great that that's where they were in 2008 to 2010. And then in the year following, the sales were up to 228 million. And then by 2013, they became $1 billion company. And then in 2015 to 16, $2+ billion. So getting that much oils into the homes of others is very, very powerful, and just goes to show you how many people are using and benefiting the oils. So now I'm just going to show you what some monthly earning potentials look like on average. So these are some of the ranks within doTERRA, and where you can go. And again, it's about your own pace. Some people just simply want to have their oils paid for. Some want to reach and maybe match what their income is in their current career, and others want to just go sky's the limit. They want to help as many people as they can and get paid abundantly for it. So elite is one of the first critical ranks to hit if you are building it as a business, and the payout is about $300 to $500 a month. So this is US dollars too. And then we look at Premier, which is about $600 to $800. Silver is about $2,000 or $2,200 a month. And then we get up to gold. And as you can see the trend, they kind of are doubling with a little bit, right? With a little bit more, except gold to platinum is about par. But then if you go up to diamond, you're at about $17,000 a month. Blue diamond jumps up to about $3,850. there's 38,500, sorry guys. And then Presidential Diamond, remember, this is a month, so over 100,000 a month. So really, it is up to you what you want to accomplish. And we're gonna look at kind of the ranks now in terms of the breakdown. So when you are building this as a business and you find people that want to build it with you, it's beautiful when you can, you know, share the oils with the friends and they want to get on board with you. I think that's the best thing. The best thing about the business is it doesn't really matter. It doesn't even feel like you're in competition with anyone. I never feel like I'm competing, even with people on cross teams or in other teams. It just feels like it's such a supportive environment. So with Silver, which is the first pivotal leadership rank, you would help build or help 3 builders get to elite. And then from there, you keep growing and they keep growing. And the beautiful thing is that you don't have to wait for the person who you got started with to hit a rank. So say your upline is at platinum and you're at gold. You don't need to wait for them to go to diamond before you hit platinum. You can actually rank past them. So that's the beauty of this. You don't have to put a cap on what they're doing or, you know, go at their pace. You can go whatever pace you want to and rank as fast or slowly as you would like to. And I just want to show you an example of residual income. So this is a little snapshot of mine just to show you how it has grown over the months. And I'm still fairly new into the business. I've been building for about 9 months now. So as you can see, as you build and share and, you know, get people on board with the oils and find some builders and help, you know, people get started with their oils, your residual will grow naturally, okay? So now we're going to look at comparing the growth. So here is a current 10-year plan. So this is on average the annual incomes. And here's doTERRA's 10-year plan. So if you were to rank advance only 1 rank a year, in 10 years, you have the potential to be a millionaire. And this is per year. And this isn't going to stop. This is going to keep growing the more people on your team share and grow as well. Whereas if we look at the annual income in this current 10-year plan, you're getting an increase of about 16,000. Over 10 years, your income might grow that much. And I mean, it could grow more, it could grow less, but I would rather set myself up in a position where I am in control of my life and I get to choose whether I want to stay at Premier for the rest of time or if I want to go for a Presidential Diamond and beyond, because really it's up to you and what you are capable of. So the compensation plan with doTERRA really does reward you for helping others get started. So it really is in a good position to help you help others, and I love that. It helps incentivize team support and collaboration. And like I was saying, it doesn't even necessarily mean on your specific team. I have worked with cross teams, and I have even helped support my friends on other doTERRA teams that have come to me for, you know, structuring questions or what we're doing on our team. And I gladly help because I believe that if I am giving out abundantly, that comes back. And I truly do want to support them because they're in this with me. Although they're not on my team, they still are there. And maybe they don't have the upline in place like our beautiful team has. So I'm gladly help them in whatever questions they have. If it's a tool they need and it's going to help their team grow, then that's amazing. So the compensation allows you to also experience a stable residual income. And it allows you to make a difference. So my favorite part about this is getting the text message from the mom I helped get started on how her daughter will not go to bed now without having the oils put onto the bottoms of her feet. Those are what light me up. I love getting those testimonials and just knowing that it truly is impacting people on a great scale. So there are 5 ways that you can get compensated for in doTERRA. So first up would be retail. So this is where you would get 25% of the sale. So retail is one way that people maybe want to dabble into the oils, but I don't really recommend it just because they're not getting the deepest discount. But it's more for someone maybe just looking to experience one oil. So if they do purchase through you or through retail through you, you would get 25% of the sales. If you get someone started on their oil journey and they sign up as a wholesale customer or a wellness advocate, if they're going to build it as a business, you would receive 20% of their PV, which is the point value, and you would receive 20% on any of their orders in their first 60 days. So that's pretty cool. And then if they become builders and they enroll someone, you would receive 10% of theirs. So that it kind of works down 3 levels in terms of how you get paid out. So this is on a weekly basis. So when you are getting started, the money isn't flowing in, but it really isn't a get rich quick scheme. It's more like a build at your own pace, but know that the fast start bonuses are in place for you to start so that you have some income coming in. So getting paid out on those first 60 days of your new people, and then it would convert over to your residual. So the third way to get paid is a power of 3 bonus. So this is a monthly bonus based on your structure. So when you get builders on board with you and they are situated on your front line, which is your line obviously directly underneath you, so your front line, you would get a bonus based on the orders they're placing that month. And then when they build out their 3 people, what those people are placing, you'll get a bonus based on that. So that's called the Power 3 bonus, and it's paid out monthly with your unilevel. So number 4 is your unilevel. This is monthly based on your overall sales of your team that month, and it does work on a tier, so you get, or different levels. So you get a payout based on the different levels. But the unique thing about this commission structure, or this residual structure, is that you get paid the least on the least level and the most on the most. So if you think about where the most people are, that's where you want to be getting most of your income from. So it really is unique to doTERRA. Not a lot of other network marketing companies do this, but they've really set you up to really benefit financially from it. And then the 5th way to get compensated is when you do hit those silver and above, so those leadership ranks, you get a percentage of these bonus pools. So you get 2% of the top line worldwide sales divided into payments for those silver and above. So this is an example of how helping people on cross teams or teams on or other doTERRA teams can still benefit you, because the more you guys grow or the more we grow as a company, the more you would get in these leadership bonus pools. And again, it's not all about the money, but it just goes to show you that helping other people on other teams is still benefiting us all. So that's just one more way that you can get paid out for in doTERRA. So really, your commitment to get started and do this as a business is very low, considering what other network marketing companies have you buy into. I know a clothing one that has a big buy-in. So with doTERRA, you can get started with a starter kit, and your enrollment fee is waived, or you could simply get started with your enrollment fee, which is $35 US or 42 Canadian. Pop a couple oils in your card and process it. And then all you need to do this as a business is 100 PV, which is just points, and it's pretty much dollar equivalent. So it's about $100 a month in order for you to do this as a business. So that's how the system knows that you're earning commissions. And the crazy part is you can get your $100 back from teaching as little as 1 class. If you have a few people that started in the class, then your oils are pretty much paid for that month. And honestly, starting out, that's all I really wanted. I knew I wanted to up-level my health with the oils, and I loved the idea of them, and I started sharing naturally, and people really were receptive to that and got started. And that's what I was looking for in the beginning, is to just have my oils paid for. So if that's you, that's totally okay. That's where you can stop, or if you want to keep growing, you can go from there too. So that's your business commitment is 100 a month, and I mean then you're getting the oils and you're getting to use them and experience them, and it just promotes better sharing that way too. And then obviously, yes, committing to that $100 order, you use the product and you become a product of the product. So I only recommend what I use. I would never recommend an oil I don't have yet. I really stick to what I'm using in my home and every day, and that's what I'm sharing organically to people on social media and Facebook and locally. And that's really how I've grown my network, is just sharing on those platforms and getting reception from there. Another commitment would be to work on personal development, because you really need to become sharp. So it's just like in the kitchen, you sharpen your knives in order to chop vegetables. You need to do the same for yourself when you are, especially building a business on your own terms. You want to make sure you're working on your personal development. So as little as, or as much, I guess I should say, as 30 minutes a day, and just keeping yourself sharp. And then you would want to connect with new people. So making that contact list. Seems like every day I'm thinking of a new person that I should reach out to and see how they're doing. And you never know the potential that that new connection has to turn into something beautiful. And then I would say that a commitment would be to genuinely want to make a difference and help others. I feel like that's who I attract to this business anyways, are people that really do, you know, lead from the heart and are giving and really just want to help people. And that is the kind of the mission of doTERRA itself too. So now I'm going to quickly talk about what you'll get out of this. So for starting and wanting to do this as a business, you'll get step-by-step guides on how to get started. You'll get mentoring. You'll get our team, our global team is humongous now. We have amazing systems in place. So there's definitely a lot of mentoring that can go down. There are monthly team calls. So this is very important and will help with your growth. There's steps and education to help you use your oils and products. So we're not going to leave you hanging. You're going to have the tools in place to really embrace this and learn how to use the oils. And that's another thing. I am not about getting people started if they're not going to use the oils. I want to make sure they're using them and benefiting from them, because they can be pricey. And I want to make sure that people are not just going to buy the kit and sit there and collect dust, because these really are so powerful, and the education is very key for that. You'll also be plugged into a Facebook support group. So we have a lot of leaders on this team, which is fantastic. And I forgot to mention that in the rank slide. We have people on our team from all different ranks, ranging from silver at the lowest leadership position to a presidential diamond, which is the highest. And then there are trainings that are proven for success that you can get access to too. And then like you probably have grasped, a super supportive team. And then not what you'll get, but what you're gonna also create is a biz that's in your hands to grow as slowly or as quickly as you want. So it all comes back to you and what you really wanna do. And then you can have a vision based on what you desire. It's not on anyone else's terms, it's about what you want. You're also going to have engaged and happy customers who love the products and keep buying. This is key. It's what fills my heart with joy when I do get those testimonials, or someone texts me a picture, and I actually got one today, and it was just so beautiful to see her little kiddo running or rubbing the oil on the bottoms of her feet before bedtime. So I love that. You're also going to get a life of health and wealth not financially, but whatever you define it as. Maybe it's living more vibrant, like living with natural organic foods in you, and the essential oils to support you, and living a non-toxic lifestyle. That's what wealth is, whatever you define it as. It'll also create the time to spend with the ones you love. So this comes back to my husband. This is what he wants. I'm sure it's what we all want. So building that pipeline to make sure that we have the time to spend with the ones we love. And again, I come back to living your life on purpose. So living it on your own design and doing what you want to do with it. So now it's up to you. Could this be your pipeline? Could this be what you're looking for? And so I'm going to leave you with this. Let the beauty of what you love be what you do. I thought this was a beautiful way to summarize because it really puts into perspective that what you love to do, I hope you go and do it. So with the oils, they are so versatile. You can use them in all areas of your home, that it's not even that there's one application for them. So whether the oils speak to you for green cleaning, or maybe the athletic side, or maybe it's using it in your nutrition practice or your massage practice, or just supporting your family because you're a mom and you just want to live a sick-free, germ-free lifestyle as much as you can, then that's the beauty of this. So I hope some of this resonated with you, and I just want to see if there are any questions. If there aren't, I really do thank you so much for being here tonight, and know that this will be it's recorded, so you can come back to it and take a look at it whenever you want. But I really value you being here and showing up tonight and just learning. So I'm so excited, and please connect back with the person who invited you, and really excited to see what this can blossom into for you. So much love to you all, and have a great night.